first question is, how did we meet? Do you want to answer that?
Sure. I think I should be better at answering that. You always tell the story better than I do.
Well,
I'll throw in some details if I remember.
okay, so, my friend Tony was taking pictures, which was Kane's friend, and they went on a hike.
Shout out to Tony Boster.
And so I ended up following Kane on Instagram because of a photo, and I liked his back and his booty in the photo, so I liked it. And then Kane messaged me on Facebook, and I had no clue who he was, but then he kind of called me out like, oh, you follow me on Instagram. And then we were supposed to hang out a lot for like 2 months, and I ditched you. Just was too nervous, and I was in a relationship at the time, and so then a really poor relationship I might add. One of my friends, Harley, was hanging out with him, and I was like, well, I want to hang out. And so then we all got together, and well, actually, how did that happen? Because I ditched you one day, and then we were in Hy-Vee.
Oh.
So maybe that Harley thing came after, because we were in Hy-Vee.
I was working at Hy-Vee, and you texted me and asked me which Hy-Vee I worked at, and I told you.
And I was there with my friend.
Yeah.
And we spent like the whole day at the lake, and so I did not look good. I was like in a swimsuit cover with my hair on top of my head like always. And I ran into Kane, and after he got off work, it was like every day. So, not very exciting story, but how many kids do you want?
I'm pretty sure you know the answer to that.
How many kids?
2.
Yeah, 2. After we had Legend, I was like, all of a sudden, like in the hospital room, I was like, I want 4. And King was like, I don't want any more. And so at some point too, there was another question on here. When is baby number 2 coming? And I mean, I'm ready, but we also have to clean the wedding, so not for a while.
We're not ready for another child, I don't think.
No, we just want to like focus on Legend and give him all of our love. By the way, I wrote it all down because Instagram, but yeah. We just want to give Legend a lot more time and attention before we have baby number 2. What's your favorite thing we do as a family?
I think my favorite thing we do as a family is going on hikes or like going out in nature. I think Legend really likes that too. I think that's one of his favorite things to do too.
My favorite thing is going to watch Kane at the gym.
Oh,
Getting to watch Legend like get so excited, and then after practice, like after the boys are all done with their training, Legend like runs on the mat, and I just love the way they go from fighting, like all of the boys go from like really nitty-gritty hard practice to like loving little babies. It's just so cute. It melts my heart. And then the way Legend looks at all of those boys and girls really is cool. How do we communicate during fight camp?
Well, I think we've been doing enough that we kind of know when to leave each other alone, and
I think everything's fine up until like the last 2 days. Really? That is when I just I don't talk. I just drive him from point A to point B. I help him if he needs anything. He kind of hangs out in a room. He doesn't get crabby where his stepmom and mom and dad will all probably argue that. But King would just rather be left alone. And so I leave him alone.
I like to suffer alone.
But he's really funny when he cuts weight, which is kind of odd. Normally, I don't think fighters get funny, but King gets funny. What is it like to date a fighter? I wouldn't have it any other way. It's hard. I don't know if this question was like watching him in the cage or what, but the worst part is watching him cut really hard, but then also during the fight, I just kind of I like to be in my own bubble away from everybody, his fans, his opponents' fans, and just kind of really watch the fight. I enjoy watching fights. It's different when you're watching someone you know or love fight, but I still enjoy it. How does Jackie help you / what does she do during fight camp?
Well, honestly, she does everything. I don't really do a whole lot besides train and make my meals. Well, she does a lot of that too, but
he cooks really good when he's cutting weight. He cooks all my meals really for me.
Yeah, I like my meals specifically the way that I like them, and I don't let anyone else cook them. So I cook those, and then I cook whatever I think Jackie should be eating, or something that I think sounds good that I wish Jackie would eat.
He's always watching cooking channels, food channels. Who cooks more? Definitely King. He's a really good cook. What's your favorite meal each person makes? It sounds weird because King's such a good cook, burritos and all of those stuff he makes huge and delicious. But my favorite is your eggs in the morning with hash browns and hummus. It sounds so weird, but King adds sriracha and all of this good stuff to it, and it's super good. That's weird, but that's my favorite thing. What's your favorite food that I cook?
Probably meatloaf because I don't really know how to cook it well.
Yeah.
You can cook it pretty good.
Kendra asks, who is captain? We all know the answer to that.
I'm not going to say anything on that question.
How does a legend affect your workout routine and consistency?
I say he doesn't. I'd say if anything, COVID affects it more than anything.
For you, I try, because it is part of your job, I try to not let it affect your workouts, where it definitely affects mine. I was going every day, most days to the gym, and
Well, that's what I'm saying, because now the kids' club's closed, we can't.
well, even before then, it was hard because I'm working, and then I come home and it's 6 o'clock and Legend goes to bed at 8. I feel like I have no time with them. I have to cook dinner. How am I supposed to fit in the gym routine where before baby, you don't have to think about grabbing your keys and going, but once you have that baby, it's hard because you have to plan ahead. You have to make sure the gym daycare, if your gym does have a daycare, or whoever's watching the baby, has time, has room for the baby. It's hard for me, but also when he goes to the gym daycare, he loves it more than when he was at normal daycare, just because I I don't know, is so active and he gets to watch all the kids. And he really likes to do that. So I don't have guilt anymore when I go to the gym. Right now Kids Club is closed, but like at first I did until I saw how much he enjoyed going. Perfect date, ideally. I'll go first. Mine's just pretty simple. Just drinks on a patio with some appetizers and just like hanging out talking. Or even just like in bed, just laying in bed watching movies talking. Or going to the movies.
I like go to like someplace that has like a patio. We sit out and have drinks. Just things like that. Talk. Or fight nights. I like watching fights too.
I love watching fights too. That's a good one. Biggest challenge to overcome as a couple. Long distance was really that, and then like when we first moved in together, really like learning a balance between like, hey, I want to hang out with you and I want my own time. Do you agree, or do you have a
I think that was probably the hardest.
I think like having a baby, I felt like we were so strong together.
Right.
Where I know like a lot of people, like they don't communicate as well, and like that's the hardest part. Not for us on my end. Like I felt like he was the perfect person for me to leave. Biggest annoying trait each of you have. What do I do that annoys you? I'm Kane's moving punching bag. Like he's always like shadow boxing, and when I'm moving, like trying to do something, like cook, I'm also avoiding those air kicks and punches. It's not really annoying, but that's the only thing I can really think of right now.
I'd say probably the fact that you talk to your sister every single day is pretty annoying.
We FaceTime for like all day. All day, every day, every other day. Proposal story, I'll let you have that. I'm gonna just do it really short.
What else is that?
Okay, I'll say.
I just don't really know what you want. Like what happened, like how it happened.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got your parents to go along with it, your sisters to go along with it, and even though your dad had a bad knee and no one really wanted to climb up the mountain, I got them all to get Jackie to climb up Mount Trashmore. And
The highest point of Cedar Rapids.
yeah, since Jackie always said she wanted to get proposed at the highest point of a mountain. And I said, well, it's just it's not a very big mountain, but it's good enough. So we did that, and I proposed her at the top of the mountain.
We're not the jealous. I'm not the jealous type. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Are you jealous type?
No.
No. I think it's funny if King's checking out someone and I call him out for it, or if someone's hitting on him, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think people trust each other enough not to ever get jealous or really care.
Yeah. How old were we when we met? 18. many kids? 32. Where did Legend's name come from?
From me.
You were 18, driving around in a car, and detox, and it came up. And ever since he said it, it like stuck. So we have our boy and hopefully girl name picked out. We have another boy name picked out as well. But that was all when we were 18 or maybe even 19. But
Yeah, it seemed too perfect to change it.
yeah.
We tried to come up with different names, but none of it stuck.
And we didn't tell anyone until we had him in our arms because we knew people would be like, Legend? What? That's not a name. How does Kane like the YouTube channel?
I like it. It's fun.
He's super supportive.
I'm not really good at talking in front of the camera, so it's kind of a challenge for me. Yeah.
We're prepping him because when he makes it to the UFC, he's gonna have to talk in front of a camera.
Most definitely.
How did you know he or she was the one? I feel like you just know when you know. Like,
Right.
I just remember like just the little things of like when we met, you were still young. You were living with your dad and just like hanging out at your dad's house. I just like knew.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like what I always tell people when they ask, like, how do you know? I always say, try imagining life without that person. And if you can't imagine your life without them, then it's probably the right person.
Yeah. Also, it's just like I said before, I was in a crappy relationship when I first met Kane, and like that day of meeting him, I was like, whoa, I deserve better. Like, wow, he treats me really good. And like, I broke up with the kid that day that I met Kane, because I just like saw how he treated me, and I don't know. It was just a feeling that I was like, wow. Favorite thing about each other? How do you answer that?
No. My favorite thing about you is how much you support me with everything.
Yeah, that's mine too. And you're so positive, and like your heart is so big. I love it. Like, you're such a great dad. And partner. And fiance. I think you're great.
Yeah, I like that we're fiancés, but also best friends at the same time.
Yeah. I know, it's like sometimes I forget my ring, because I'm terrible with my jewelry, but like it's not because I don't love it or anything. It's just because like a ring, it's like our relationship is just like,
It's more than just a
yeah, it's beautiful. I love my ring, but I love you so much more. How do you keep things exciting? We do things like this. We do like, even though we're stuck at home like a baby, we have date nights. Like even before our YouTube channel, like we were watching fights or movies or playing games. Like I feel like you have to find time to connect with the partner, someone you see every day. And you have to do things like you have to meet them halfway on like pleasing them, and vice versa. Like just do something nice, say something nice, and hopefully it comes back too. And then we'll leave it on this last one. What is your spirit?
Like as a couple or like each of us?
I don't know. I didn't even think about a couple. I was just thinking about me.
Well, we all know what yours is. Yours is the great almighty sloth.
Because I'm like super slow at everything we do. Like talking, walking, like in the mall. I'm like, why don't these people just slow down? Like take it in. I just like to take it in. But when I drive, I'm a speedy driver.
Yeah.
I fit the sloth off of Zootopia.
Yeah.
What's yours? You don't know what yours is?
Did you say my spirit animal was I said it the other day. What's that thing called? Wolverine, right? Did you say my spirit animal was a Wolverine? Pretty sure you said that.
I did say it because it was a TikTok.
Oh. Well, no, that just sounds stupid. I don't know what my spirit animal was.
It's a pug because everyone buys you pug stuff because you own a pug.
Terrific.
I don't know, leave it in the comments what you think his spirit animal is just by these videos. Unless you know him. Alright, we're gonna wrap things up. I hope you guys enjoyed our Q&A.